Authority number 1.
Well, apparently, Little Nas X may not make any kind of money from Old Town Road, which really sucks since it's, gigantic hit and he kind of came out of nowhere. Unfortunately, it's a copyright issue. His producer did the right thing. He bought a sample off of a website. It's a site that helps out independent producers. It makes samples a little cheaper, more affordable. And unfortunately, this particular sample had part of a Nine Inch Nails track, some B-side kind of thing. It's the guitar part you hear in Old Town Road, the acoustic guitar. Apparently, the site that sold the sample never got the copyright permission to use that Nine Inch Nails stuff, so therefore, Little Nas X did not have permission, and his producer didn't have permission. There was a case in the 90s where, I can't remember the name of the band, but the song was called Bittersweet Symphony, and they had used part of a Rolling Stones track, a sample of their stuff. Well, they asked for permission, but were denied, which I hate that crap. I mean, look, I know, all these artists are like, oh, this is my art, but, if someone else wants to use it and try to be creative with it, just shut up and cash the check. I don't get the whole, no, you can't use my stuff. Suck it. Well, they said no, and the band said, well, we're going to use it anyway, because we know this is a big hit, and we'll make our money off of touring and, other songs that we do, other albums, and other hits that we make. Unfortunately, they were a one-hit wonder band. They didn't stick around too long, and they made no money off the one big hit they had. And but it was kind of their own doing. They made the choice to put the song out, and had been denied permission to use that track from the Rolling Stones. It's not the case with Lil Nas X. It's one of those things, they thought they were doing everything above board. They had paid for the sample, and it wasn't their fault that the sample included some Nine Inch Nails stuff. But I think it's going to be up to not only Trent Reznor, who's, he's practically Nine Inch Nails, and his record label, and it's going to be up to them on as far as how much money they're going to let Lil Nas X keep. I'm hoping that they can just, somehow get a message to Trent Reznor. Lil Nas X is pretty big right now, so hopefully he can. And so like, look, we didn't mean to, do anything against you or screw you over or anything else. We, explained the situation to him. Hopefully he'll just say, you know what, man, just go ahead and use it. Maybe, go ahead and throw in, a couple $100,000 or something like that at me or whatever, or maybe a couple percentage points of the song. So, something easy. I mean, Trent's got a ton of money. He's got a ton of hits. He's been around for decades. Nine Inch Nails, one of the biggest bands come out of the 90s. He ain't hurting for cash. So hopefully he understands, one artist to another, that crap happens. It's an accident. If anything else, sue the living hell out of the site that sold that sample to Lil Nas X's producer, and get his money that way. If anything, shut that site down if they're not going to do things right. But the problem is the record companies, because they are some Scrooge bastards, man. That's where it's going to be the kicker, is getting that label to be cool about it. But who knows how much he'll make on this, if anything. Who knows how much any kind of money that Lil Nas X is going to make off that track, which really sucks. But hopefully he's not a one-hit wonder. Hopefully he's got some more stuff coming and he can get the full benefit from that if he does get screwed over on this. Story number 2. So we got some news on the streaming front. Apparently the Warner streaming service that's going to come out, it's going to be $17 a month, but it's going to be a bundle package like I thought it would be. So you'll have everything Warner Brothers ever did, essentially, movies, TV shows like Friends. Also included in the bundle will be HBO and Cinemax. So, someone like me, I already have HBO now, and I pay $15 a month. So now I can just, for $2 more, I can get Cinemax and everything Warner Brothers has ever produced. Yeah, I'll take that. That's great news. Coming up on the streaming service, apparently next year, will be a series based on Frank Herbert's books, the Dune series. And then then they'll have the series, and then they're going to have a remake of the movie Dune. So I'm a big sci-fi dork, and that is great news for me. I will be a member of that shit real quick. Story number 3. And more streaming news. Disney Plus announced that they were going to be $7 a month. Dude. And, everyone was kind of tripping. Like, oh my God, they could be $20, $30 a month, something stupid. $7 a month for the MCU, everything Star Wars, really everything Marvel's ever done, all the Fox properties, all the Disney properties, everything they've ever done, all on one place. Thank you. I'll take that. Like I thought was going to happen, Disney is going to shift all the rated R content, the not kid-friendly stuff they're acquiring from Fox, and they're going to put it on Hulu, because with that Fox deal now, they own the majority stake in Hulu. So they own Hulu. So they haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bundle package, Disney Plus Hulu, put together. That's going to be great. So you're probably looking at $14, $15 a month there, which is a solid deal, a great deal, especially with Disney is going to produce a ton of stuff, ton of content just for their streaming service. A lot of MCU stuff. They got a Loki TV show and tons of other crap coming on there. I can't wait. That's going to be great. I mean, the streaming game is going to be just insane. But when it's all said and done, it's going to be that Warner Brothers service. It's going to be the Disney Plus. Those are going to be the two big dogs. After that, you'll have Netflix. And by the way, Disney Plus, I'm including Hulu with that. So, I mean, if you have those three, you're basically paying, $40 a month. With that and YouTube, I mean, do you need anything else? I mean, there's all these other people, Apple or Amazon, that are trying to get into the streaming game. I'm sorry, y'all suck. Y'all ain't gonna make it, man. But yeah, man, great stuff for us streamers, man. Coming up, Disney Plus, $7, dude, great. It's less than a pack of cigarettes these days. Story number 4. The Veritas video stuff strikes again. This time, instead of just another political candidate, and if you don't know who they are, they do a lot of hidden camera stuff, a lot of, like they pretend to be somebody, then they go into Planned Parenthood offices and start asking questions of a major person in that organization and get them to say some outlandish crap on camera, then they release it. So they've gotten into some trouble with that stuff, but I kind of see it as like old school investigative reporting that local news channels used to do on, crappy businesses all the time. So I don't really have a problem with them doing this. And this time they kind of put their ire on Google, or more specifically YouTube, which, is owned by Google. And that person basically said that, they are all out against Donald Trump. And they're going to do everything they can to keep him from being reelected or anyone else like Donald Trump from coming back around and winning again. And look, I'm not defending Trump. If you don't like Trump, you'll never vote for him. You're disgusted by the man. You have every right to be. I'm not going to knock you for it at all. However, it does raise the question, is that does YouTube, who just claims to be just a platform, just they don't provide content, they provide a platform for other people to use their First Amendment rights, and like on this crappy video, they claim that they're not a publisher, As a publisher, they're responsible for what they put out. YouTube says, well, we're not a whoa, you know, we're not a publisher. We're just, you know, we just provide the platform. That's all we are. You know, we're not responsible for any crap that comes out. You know, what was his name? Alex Jones, who got KO'd off of every social media site in the world, including YouTube. And, you know, there's some Vox stuff that went on, Patreon stuff that's gone on with other YouTubers and content creators out there. It's really turned things on its head because, you know, conservatives have always been kind of pro-business and, you know, against regulation, but now they want a very successful business like Google to be regulated, and really everybody else, you know, all the other social media sites to start being regulated as far as keeping them from shutting people down just because they're a dissenting voice politically. And on the other side, you have liberals who have always, I mean, especially if you saw the Democratic debate the other day, they are very much against Wall Street. They're very much against big mega corporations. And now they're siding with the big mega corporations like Facebook and Google, which is kind of funny, you know. It's like they switch sides, you know. But it's some serious shit that's going on. And I don't know an answer, guys. I really don't. The only real answer, which seems to work for everything that's ever been, you know, is competition. You know, we need another YouTube out there. You know, another platform to keep YouTube honest. You know, but the problem is whenever you get someone that springs up like that. You know, like when Instagram gets big, Facebook buys them, or Snapchat, someone buys them, or, you know, someone else, you know, some competition comes up. And look, if you're the small guy looking to come up in the world and Google wants to buy you and they offer you $1 billion, I mean, I can't blame the person for selling out. I mean, shit, $1 billion? I never have to work again? My kids never have to work? My grandkids never have to work? Dude, sign me up. Where's the money? You know, what people are talking about is kind of using some of the antitrust laws, the laws that keep monopolies from forming, which essentially YouTube and Google, they kind of own this space. So now there's come this thing where, okay, we need to bust up Google. And it may come down to that, guys. It really may. And look, I'm not against regulating somebody like a YouTube and making them act right, to tell you the truth, because they really clearly don't. And you get jackasses that go on Joe Rogan, oh, look, there's no proof. Well, we got it now. Because of that Veritas video, we absolutely have proof that YouTube, you know, they kind of lean a certain direction politically, and they don't like it when you don't agree with them. And they can censor your content, they can remove it, they can block it, they can demonetize you. There's all kinds of things they can do to you. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money off the Second Amendment. Gun shows, gun stores, you name it. And there are strict regulations with some people don't think it's enough. I understand. But there are regulations, and there can be more regulations put on businesses that take advantage of the Second Amendment to sell guns or sell ammunition or parts for guns, accessories, scopes, whatever. You know, like for instance, they just outlawed bump stocks. Now you can't, you know, that's a regulation that has to do with the Second Amendment. YouTube and Google, they make their money off of monetizing the First Amendment. So if you're going to make your money off the First Amendment, then, you know, it doesn't mean you can't be regulated. Regulated as far as, hey, you can't just take videos down because you don't agree with the content. It's not it's never going to be easy. And it sucks. It's got to be this way. It should just be a no-brainer. You know, it should just be, you know, look, free for all, say what you want to say, and if someone doesn't want to watch it, just click off the damn thing, right? I understand about you don't want to put a video of ISIS cutting off someone's head. Fine. There's and look, there's copyright crap, and YouTube has to deal with that in a responsible way. That's understandable. Which is why I try to stay away from anything with copyright stuff. I try to stay away from, the politics. I don't feel comfortable talking about it. And it's not because I'm afraid of one of you are going to jump through my screen and kill me. I don't want to deal with YouTube. I don't want to, I'm a tiny, I'm like the left testicle of an ant. That's the size of my channel. I got 14, 15 subscribers, depending on who I lose or gain that day. And I think my highest viewing video is maybe 100 views. It's not, it's nothing, dude. I'm nothing. It's because I'm not that good at it. And that's okay. Whatever. But I just, if I ever do grow the channel a little bit, I don't want to all the work and effort put into it to get kicked in the balls because, oh my God, I said something nice about Trump, or I said something nice about Bernie Sanders, or I said something, whatever, I should be able to say what the hell I want to say. Even the most hateful, vile crap, if I want to throw it out there and be an ignorant idiot. But, that's the perfect world, and we don't live in that. So, whatever. I don't know what the hell they're going to do, but whatever it is, I'm sure there's still going to be problems, and things are going to suck, and people are still going to bitch. And so, look, I'm just going to make nonsensical videos about my stupid opinion about music and movies and TV shows and stuff that just doesn't matter in your life at all. Because no one gives a damn about that. No one's going to come after me. Big Daddy YouTube is not going to give two shits about what I say, because I have no influence. Number one. And number two, those topics mean nothing. So I'm not going to try to help or hinder Donald Trump getting reelected, or one of these 30 Democrat idiots try to get elected. I'm not going to do it. I'm just, look, I'm going to vote on my own. I'm going to be in the booth with my little voting thing, and I'm not going to say a word about it on this damn channel or any other channel. So that's the way I'm going to handle that. I know where I'm at. I'm in liberal hell on YouTube. And, you don't poke the devil in the ass. You just, hopefully you can get around the back of him without him seeing you. And that's just the way I'm going to play it. So anyway, that's all the crap I got. And good luck to y'all out there, especially if you're a content creator. Especially if you want to talk about politics. Because chances are it's going to suck for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road. Bye.